that I'm really excited about as an organized labor person is that we've committed to support a just transition for the union workforce. Ravenswood is a union shop, and we are going to support a just transition, which means we're going to train and retrain the workers that already work there and provide a path for a dignified retirement for the folks that are aging out of the workforce and don't want a new career. We also are committing $300 million in lasting legacy investments, community investments, all across disadvantaged communities and all across the workforce and different nonprofits. And we're thinking about, you know, what communities need help, and we're trying to serve in those roles. We also have $30 million in investments to regional fisheries and environmental conservation efforts. We take that very seriously too. How do we do that? Well, we spent about 5 years talking to people. When you're a new industry, we have an opportunity to stand this up correctly, and we take that very seriously. So we spent 5 years talking to people. What do you want to see from offshore wind? What can we do to change how we think about energy? What opportunities can we provide to communities, to working people, to the supply chain, to make sure that those who don't always have an opportunity have one from this new industry? So this is just a little bit about what we did. But when you stand up a new industry, of course, you have to figure out the supply chain. We heard a lot about that during the pandemic when we saw the supply chain shut down. We need a new supply chain, and we need all these different things, everything from fuel, oil, lubricants. We need the steel to make sure that we can build this wind farm. And we need to make sure that we have corrosion protection, fire suppression, everything from top to bottom that we don't have right now. We need to stand that up at the same time. So a lot of our community investments, we're thinking about the supply chain too. And I know that a lot of us here, not me, but a lot of you are engineers and you're working in the marine science field. So, you know, the offshore, our project, Attentive Energy 1, is the result of years of surveys. Our lease area, you know, we had to complete over 300 miles of geological surveys in the New York Harbor to determine where we can land this cable. We're 55 miles off the coast. That's where our wind farm is going to be, but we have to get these cables up the East River and plug them into the Ravenswood generating facility. And we'll need really smart engineers like yourselves to figure that out. And it also requires us to think about the environment and what's the impact to marine life and marine mammals and birds and migration patterns. And we study all of that to make sure that we're going to disrupt that as little as possible, because we want to make sure if we're going to stand up an industry that's environmentally friendly, we better be thinking about the environment in all corners.